Hey folks, we're tracking a few leftover showers, but for the most part, things are in the process of drying out. You don't see a whole lot left out there on the radar, but boy, I tell you what, it came down pretty good earlier. There was 2.5 to almost 3 inches of rain in parts of the upper valley earlier today. We'll show you those totals in the next half hour. In the meantime, high resolution future track says tonight all we have to deal with is a little bit of fog because clouds clear, temperature drops to the dew point, and we're 100% humidity, not much wind to stir it up, so you end up with fog. That breaks in the morning, and by the time we get to 2 o'clock in the afternoon, back to partly sunny skies. Notice it's not a clear blue sky. There are clouds around, but just not overcast like it was most of today and like it was a good part of yesterday as well. Going into Wednesday, we start with fog again, but then we're back to sunshine in the afternoon. Again, a mix of clouds and sunshine, and each day we see sun. Temperatures able to warm up just a little bit more with the readings climbing back up in the 80s. We'll show you that in a second. So no rain tomorrow, no rain Wednesday, no rain Thursday, and the same can be said for Friday. Not so sure about Saturday. Yeah, we'll look at that a little later on. In the meantime, temperatures in the 70s right now across the valley. 74 in Port Isabel, Weslaco, Edinburgh, all the cool spots. A couple of 77s on the map on the warm end of things. Overnight tonight, we're going to try to get back down into the mid 60s across most areas. Upper 60s, low 70s along the coast, and again, that word fog shows up, so don't be surprised if you see that in a few places. Then tomorrow afternoon, once the fog burns off, sun comes out, temperatures back in the 80s, except at the beach, about 79 in South Padre Island, so kind of back to normal, maybe even a little bit above normal for the next few days. The 30-year average for the next few days is 81, and we're going 83, 85, 85. So we'll be above that after spending yesterday right around that as well. Today, just a little bit cooler, courtesy of those showers we had for the first half of the day. Rest of Texas tonight, 70s all the way up to Austin. North of that, mostly in the 60s. You get up to Dalhart, 57 right now. So a mild November day across the Lone Star State. A lot of clouds in the state today as well. And those clouds are going to kind of hang out here for the next day or so. They don't break completely. They thin, yes, but they don't go away. This is tomorrow by midday or so. Don't see much in terms of rainfall. If you're traveling in Texas, should be a pretty dry trip tomorrow and again on Wednesday. A front makes its way into the state by Wednesday morning, but that front kind of stalls and never gets down here. The southern tail of it, maybe about Dallas, but that's about it. So we see no real push for rain. We see no real push for cooler temperatures anytime soon. So things dry out and temperatures warm up even into Friday. That front's moving away. Another front on the map. This one looks like it'll be knocking on the door along about Saturday. With that, there is the chance for a couple of showers. So Saturday, our next shot at any rain, and right now we're holding it only at about 20%. So not a guarantee by any means. We'll have to wait till we get a little closer to see what that front's going to do, what it's got to work with to trigger showers. Rest of the country, let's take a peek. In the 70s in Florida, you get up into the northeast. It's a little chilly. Syracuse, New York at 37, Pittsburgh at 40. Upper Midwest, this is not bad compared to where they were a week ago when temperatures were below zero. 40s, 30s, they'll take that. In the Northwest, Spokane's 41, Sacramento 63, and finally in the Southwest, there's a warm spot. Tucson checks in at 84 degrees this afternoon. If you're headed to the coast, here's what you can expect. We've got a moderate UV index, temperatures in the low 80s just briefly tomorrow afternoon. Winds out of the east most of the day. There's the tide showing up on the screen for you. Seas about 2 to 3 feet. The bay has a moderate chop. So for tonight, temperatures are going to drop into the mid 60s with fog forming. Temperature hits that dew point, boy, it thickens up in a hurry. And then tomorrow, fog's there early, temperature moves up from the dew point, humidity drops, sun comes out. That happens during the afternoon. East-northeasterly winds at about 6 to 12. We go 83, 85, 85. Friday, the warmest of the bunch at 87. And then the front comes in on Saturday. That high and the chance for showers, we've got 20% right now. Those numbers still changeable as we get closer to it. Partly sunny on Sunday, just a little bit warmer on Monday. That's your updated First Alert 5 forecast.